Hey, what's going on, guys? It's No Shoes, and we're back with another Aesop Frock Day. Today, we're going to be reacting to Legerdemain. This is suggested by Hank Brubaker, so thank you, Hank, for the suggestion. Keep them coming in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, especially if you want to see more Ace in the channel, in addition to all the other great videos we got throughout the week. Without any further ado, let's get right into it. Let's see what Legerdemain is all about. Let's see what Aesop Rock got on the bars. Let's see what Blockhead got on the beat. Let's get it.
Chicken noodle thermos, Parker marching out the army surplus over thermals.
Very interesting. So we start off with like a very like dull guitar. There's like very little like impact to it. Very soft and like a wide sound, and there's like a little bit of like white noise or maybe pink noise to it. I can't think of which one it would be just off the top of my head right now. Just a little bit like over top of everything. And I really thought that was gonna fill everything, but then Ace's voice comes in over top of it with that such like piercing quality. Let's see where it goes from here.
Chicken noodle thermos, Parker marching out the army surplus over thermals, over thermals, over thermals, over thermals. Look, owl on my shoulder, initials on a katana, whispering something wicked through a moisture wicking balaclava. Not a cop in sight, not a water light in a fog.
Katana to balaclava, kind of matching the amount of A's in each word almost. The repetition of like thermal, thermos, therm sound. Love the feel of that.
I whispering something wicked through a moisture wicking balaclava. Not a cop in sight, not a water light in a fog. Silent night to God Almighty just from lighting cigars. Not a creature is stirring, a purging lightning from the eye on my palm. Wide as long as y'all could die and respawn. Still going, if only a beer.
I love that. Ace is one of the few rappers I know that can end a bar on an up and then just keep pushing through, and then he keeps running by. You know what I mean? It just like, he has this great way of like pushing that upwards inflection so it doesn't really feel like a question, but he's just moving in that direction of connecting that bar while also leaving space in between them. It works really well, kind of chaining everything almost domino style. It flows so naturally.
Lightning from the eye on my palm. Wide as long as y'all could die and respawn. Still going, if only a vehicle for Marino wool. Volunteered awake to St. Bernard's for the foreseeable. I'm educated on every threat in the trade. Started checking the checker for any Legerdemain. Caught him budging the numbers and hiding birds in a coat. Burning phones and computers inside a circle of stones. When police and the people is please return to your homes. To get a people determined to take a turn in the strobe. I found something in the woods.
People determined to take a turn in the strobe. Very interesting here. Sounds like he is talking about like ledgers though, which, you know, not like Heath Ledger, but you would mark your transactions and your finances and stuff like that in a ledger. I don't know if Legerdemain is a word. You know what? We don't normally do this. Let's take a little field trip over to Google and see. Legerdemain, skillful use of one hand when performing conjuring tricks, deception or trickery. Okay, so talking about deception or trickery maybe within the ledgers to be a little, you know, meta as Ace can be sometimes. But this is about trickery, deception, conjuring even. Let's see where it goes.
When police and the people is please return to your homes. To get a people determined to take a turn in the strobe. I found something in the woods I want to show you. It just might change how you float around an O2. You was like, okay, bet. Drove 20 minutes, looked for 30 seconds, said, can I get a witness? Went home different. Went home different.
Okay.
2 pair of socks under.
Interesting. So if we assume that's the hook for now, we start off a little bit of slow, we get a nice bit of space in between like those first two bars, and then the chaos kind of just starts to build where we start to have layers kind of coming in and out, not perfectly sync up with each other, giving us some, a little bit of a stuttered feeling on them. And then it all starts to build up, keeps building, and then we drop back in to that next verse. That works really well. I like that a lot.
Went home different. Two pair of socks under reindeer mucklucks, aiming to keep 10 pigs awake in a tundra. Plaza to plaza, thermometer going My posse out of pocket on some occupied Umbra. If it's under freezing, I don't even wanna know a number. Just show me to the rolling thunder. Wubba, wubba, wubba. Today.
And we're getting some great evolution in the instrumental as well. It's nothing crazy, but just enough to keep adding that flavor. Now we got a little bit of a bass line coming in, just popping in and out here and there. Nothing too thick, nothing too consuming. During that hook section, the way we had almost, it felt like a higher guitar or maybe some type of synth coming in with just like, wow. Especially right at the end of that hook, you can hear it coming through pretty strong. Great feel to this, man.
My posse out of pocket on some occupied Umbra. If it's under freezing, I don't even wanna know a number. Just show me to the rolling thunder. Wubba, wubba, wubba. Today a old cop told me I should get a life. Double black diamond, a pirate to private property. Lion-hearted pioneer of high garbology. First archer to...
Great idea to pause there after saying the mall cop told me to get a life. Gives you like just a second to consider, like, huh, that's crazy. And then it just keeps flowing, keeps pushing, doesn't look back.
Hearted pioneer of high garbology. First archer to set the fire starter oxen free. Defending some forgotten block of uncommon geometry. Before they fixed the road, there used to be this bump to bump.
Garbology to oxen free to geometry. Great rhymes, multi-syllable words.
Before they fixed the road, there used to be this bump to bump. I guess in 97, so-and-so did such and such, and Tim's on someone else's board. Tell the story, spread the lore. It's epic to a people who would rather push than teleports. I found something in the woods I want to show you. It just might change how you float around an O2. You was like, okay, bet. Drove 20 minutes, looked for 30 seconds in. Can I get a witness? Went home different. Went home different. Get your wig in the wind.
Yeah, great work on this track. Beautiful mix. Everything, levels perfectly balanced. All the instruments, the vocal, they're all present. They're all in balance with each other. Nothing, there's no muddiness or anything here, which is what I think we've all come to expect from an Ace track anyway. But then relatively short verses on this track. It's funny with his music. There's a lot of variation, of course, because he does a lot of interesting things, and that's one of my favorite parts about his music. But there's tendencies I'm starting to notice, and on tracks with a hook, it feels like he'll take his verses and make them pretty short and sweet in favor of almost getting back to the hook faster. Whereas other tracks he has, there is absolutely no hook at all. It's just a straight verse for like 4 minutes, and it's still just as amazing and entertaining, but they're different in what they achieve. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's very interesting to see like the different structures that he plays with in his music.
You was like, okay, bet. Drove 20 minutes, looked for 30 seconds in. Can I get a witness? Went home different. Went home different. Get your wig in the wind. Get a feel for the traffic, whether it's static or speedy, whether it's real or imagined. The colder the weather, the realer the magic. At least that's how it feels when it happens, okay. Raiders of the roads and parking lots, a greater Carcassonne. Canis lupus Carcassonne, take me to your garlic knots.
Yeah, now we got another evolution of the track here. Could be bells, but I'm more inclined to say some type of keys, some type of piano coming in. Feels like the instrumental's thinned out a little bit. Ace's voice is sticking out even further than it was before, really commanding the track at this point. Love the way it's evolving here.
At least that's how it feels when it happens, okay. Raiders of the roads and parking lots, a greater Carcassonne. Canis lupus Carcassonne, take me to your garlic knots. Coughing through the cars, I'm a part of a larger carpet bomb. Still partial to the wrong crowd, sorry mom. Wander reading, not a meter predetermined. Turn a curb into an evening, that's the key to freezer burning. I'm freezer burning, sweater boiling ocean, early Feb. My coaches told me don't come home without the serpent's head. I told them hold my turkey leg, point me at a pitchfork. Brought the trophy home and took the poultry back, still warm. Out to flirt with hypothermia at CC.
Damn, that's crazy. Brought the poultry back still warm, linking that back towards turkey leg from a couple bars before. You know how it is, guys. There's so much going on in here. He's talking about serpents' heads and everything. It is hard to follow, especially on the first run, but this one's gonna get a lot of listens after this.
And took the poultry back, still warm. Out to flirt with hypothermia at CCTV's blurriest insurgents in your area. I found something in the woods I wanna show.
I love that, Ben. Hypothermia, and then just bending area to area. That works super well. That's great, man.
Something in the woods I wanna show you. It just might change how you float around an O2. You was like, okay, bet. Drove 20 minutes, looked for 30 seconds, said, can I get a witness? Went home different. Went home different.
Okay, so it looks like we're gonna get some type of instrumental break and outro. I love the clapping. That's a great addition. Maybe I didn't notice it earlier on in the track, but I feel like it didn't start till we really hit like the third verse here. And again, just another great element, another great evolution, keeps the track interesting. There's really no time to get bored in this song. There's always something new coming, whether it's the flow, new instrument on the verse, or whatever it might be. Beautiful. And it just dissipates in that little bit of like space. I don't even know what to, or not space, but that little bit of just noise at the end there that's been kind of underlying everything. Just whatever that is. Great feel to it, man. I love that. That was Legerdemain from Aesop Rock and Blockhead. Thank you again to Hank Brubaker for the suggestion. Keep them coming in the comments down below. Let me know what y'all want to see next time. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, and hit that bell, especially if you want more Aesop Rock days. Much love to everybody in the No Shoes gang, and I will see you all next time.